Good evening and welcome to the Darkmom Consortium for the evening of July the 30th, 2025. Ooh, the month be almost over. And yes, I'm not on Ryza for this moment. That's going to change, of course. But we are done with our summer vacation. And as happens when we're done with summer vacations, some of us came home with a tummy ache and are not feeling particularly good today. So you'll have to bear with me today. Might be a shorter show, might be a fine show. We will find out. Anyway, so it's kind of weird. All the Ryza stuff's done. I started off the new thing. And of course, so what's the Universal? It's Forged in Fire. What's on the event? Forged in Fire. But I already did my event for today, so I guess we're doing Forged in Fire tomorrow morning. And a lot of it. Because I have to do it on 6 accounts. And I don't think you can AFK Forged in Fire. That said, if you go into queue, oops, this queue here, that queue there, and you go into private and you queue up Jupiter Eratus, this one right here, this one or the event, all you have to do is take out that first wave, and then patiently wait for the timer to go, and once all these satellites are destroyed, well, hey-ho, you're done. But that said, it's time to start getting some of these other ships leveled up. And some of these things are not very good. How the heck? Well, okay. Let's cut Ed some slack. I mean, he was unalive when all this happened. Why has he got so many batteries on the Lita? You know what? Let's do that. Let's ready that one. There we go. Let's see if we can do that now. Yes, we can. Oh, I don't really care. I'm not going to keep this ship for too long. This one's easy because he's only got like 12 ships that need to be leveled up. Versus a lot of mine where I still have 30, 40, or 50 ships left. It's going to take a while. Do I have anything left? Just stuff off the Lita. Yeah, don't judge me. I'm just throwing things on here. We'll go that way. Okay. Well, it's got us a ship with absolute garbage on there. Woohoo! But it doesn't matter. What do we got? Oh, Lost Souls. I like the Lost Souls. They're not a great hangar pet, but they're fine. Oh, you know what else we should do if we're going to do that? Since I'm going to run something by myself. No laughing at how bad this is going to be. What have I got up here for anything extra? I have got 150,000 bonus EXP. Where did I put that now? Come on. Nope. Stop that. You go there. You go there. One of you. One of you. No, I'll put it away. Somebody clearly is not done with the party yet. I did take advantage of Ryza to start getting some of my tunes going with Reputation and Admiralty. But Delta Fly here did not have anything done. Oh, he's up to 6 in Reputation, so that was a little present from Ed. That's a surprise, but I'm happy to see that. Was he in Admiralty? Got a little bit done in Admiralty. Let's see what we can do real quick. Oh, stuff we don't have much for. That's not going to be good. We'll go with things we might have. Another reason to get things leveled. Ooh. Ah, that might be tough. And I need 30 more. There we go. Oh, that wasn't what I planned, but it'll work just fine. Thank you very much. 25, 25, 25. These party people, you know, they get home, they gotta still keep the music going. Can't give up on not being on Ryza yet. Oops, what's up there? That looks good. Snag that one. I get it. I get it. You've got that party going in your blood. One more here? Oof. Oh, we definitely are taking this one out next time to get some new toys. I also have tunes who've got basically no XP. And since there's not a lot happening today, I thought I would take some of my lower level tunes out and just do some stuff so they can get some experience. There we go. Alright. Let's get out into space. See if we got any stations set up here. Hey, you know what? This would work better if I had the chat dock on. Let's see if we can fix that. There's my chat dock. Yay! Hi guys, sorry about that. My chat dock wasn't working. I didn't even realize it. Yes, I know it's Wednesday. No dance party. I miss my dance parties, Natalia. I like my dance party. I did do the last one at like 2 o'clock my time. And then I thought, I really just don't want to see everything disappear from Rise at 3. So, left, went downstairs, talked to the dogs for a while. He was very sad. Alright, we're on normal difficulty. What can we do with our little tiny pew-pew ship? I missed the dance party already. I miss all of Rise. I realize it's still there. All my tunes are there. I did what Mar Hawkman suggested in terms of getting something queued up. Well, it doesn't really vanish. It's just a few of the NPCs disappear. The vendors disappear. Sovak's still there. The event coordinator goes. Excuse me, I've got the hiccups. The event coordinator disappears. So did you get a cheap echelon? Am I missing something? Cheap echelon? What? What? Maybe I missed something too. What happened? No! I actually do have an echelon. Oh my god, no. The one time, everybody normally texts me throughout the day. You know, quite a few people send me messages. Nobody sent it to me, but I think I already have the echelon. I think. I might be wrong about that. Wow. Wow. Oh well, I have resolved to start buying ships, which really works out nicely because yesterday Chris and I were discussing the new Breen ship. And I thought, effed, I'm going to get one. So I opened 60 boxes, got myself an echelon on the 60th box. So that puts it at, what, 1.6%, which I think is about what it's supposed to be for a drop rate. Oh, here I am doing this without having anything set up. That's really good. Let's maybe put together a little bit of stuff here. Oh yeah, there's nothing there. And there's nothing there. Do we not? Oh, we don't have any crew. Wow, this is going to be fun. Okay, yeah, here we go. It's an adventure. On PC, it got as low as 100 million. EC on console as low as 20 million. Oh my word.
I thought I made that with you. Can't leave enough of their ships
I believe I traded somebody for keys on one. I could be wrong. Oh. You know, I basically have been on non-stop for the last 36 hours until 3 o'clock because I just couldn't stand to see it disappear and did not hear about that at all. But just looking at this really quickly here, it kind of looks like they might have fixed the rubber banding. Oh, this is going to take forever if I don't go put some decent stuff on this tune. No. I am not going to spend all day doing this. We have to go put some toys on this ship. But it does explain why it's such a POS ship. I have 2 officers. How? How do I have only 2 officers?
This fight might even be interesting. For a second, anyway.
Alright, we're getting out of here. So now the problem is, all of my tunes are on Ryza, and I want to leave them there because they each have something to turn in over the next 20 days. Maybe. If they don't, then they can all move. But we don't have the Ryza shortcut anymore. Bummer. Nope, that's not what I want. What have we got for shortcuts? And my phone's going off. Ryza was completely unplayable this morning because of extreme rubber banding. Yeah, flying high I could do, but it was do a little bit back, a little bit back, a little bit back, a little bit back. We do still have a Ryza shortcut, do we? Is it still in the menu? It is. Thank you, Lexers. I appreciate that. Ooh, that looked good. I mean, there's still people here. Us. Few tourists who haven't figured it out. Oh, that's right, we don't have anything here. Let's see if we can get to Sovax. We can still get to Sovax. I spent a large part of yesterday turning in all of the birds and the monkeys. Yep, Sovax still here. Now whether this will count, I will find out tomorrow morning. Right, let's get on to a tune who knows how to play. Are the Erpers still there? Yeah, they are here, but a lot of people just come here because, with the exception of a good vendor, you've got everything you need here. You've got a bank, you've got an exchange. It's comfortable, it tends to be less crowded. And there's still players here. Look at this. Instance 1 has 50 people. Instance 2 has 32. The people are slowly disappearing. Let's go find somebody else. Who else have we got on this account? And yeah, the Erpers tend to be here, and that's kind of ew. And I have absolutely nothing I need to do today, except I was going to try and level up some stuff. Because I just don't have my heart back into it. I've been so Ryza oriented. Yes, I will clean out my inventories, I promise. Yes. Yeah, the vendors are all gone. Somebody just texted me something there. Let's see what that was. Oh, good. Now it's telling me we're going live. That's nice of them. And who just jumped in here?
Hello.
Oh, hey, Graz. How are you doing?
Doing okay, and you?
I'm doing okay.
Well, I'll say this: the Universal and the event are in alignment.
Yep, and that worked out well. I unfortunately already did my event for today, but that means tomorrow I will be doing Forged in Fire on 4 of my 6 tunes. I don't think I can run it on a team of all myself. I think there's just too much going on.
Yeah, too much going on.
Yeah. So that'll mean playing it a few times. Quite a few times. Actually, let me take a peek, because wouldn't it be funny if we had anything else coming up? So, Forged in Fire, then Friday this weekend is Tour of the Galaxy. But we don't have anything else coming up. We already had Counterpoint a week ago. So yeah, but this one turned out very well.
Yeah.
Oh, the floater vendor's still there? That's crazy.
I think the floater vendor stays there year round.
Does he? But what about the board? I mean, if the floater vendor's there, you'd have to wonder if the board vendor's still there. But yeah, the rubber banding seems to be gone. Yep, he's still there. And you can still buy stuff from him. Let's do this. You can always come down here and play Dabo. The Horgon vendor is gone. Nope, the Ferengi's here. Remember, he used to disappear after that? But you can come down here and buy Ferengi stuff. Yeah. So, party amplifiers, nullifiers, the trophies, and you can come get some clothes. He used to have sunglasses too, but I don't see them here. Maybe you can only do sunglasses during the season. Boards is gone. That's weird. Got one, but not the other. The dance instructor is gone too.
The the Ryzen vendor, the main guy that you get all the yearly goodies from. I think they decided to keep him in there because you can always access the store.
Yeah, you can. Well, Pavel is standing there. But I don't think you can play the Pavel game now. Yep, they boxed up everything. You know, they should have shutters up there so you can't go back there and get boards. Sunglasses are also sold on DS9. Thank you for letting me know.
I was like, what I would like to see is
Ryza 24/7 365. Good evening, Mr. Dave.
No,
Yeah.
but okay, at least the two seasonal events,
Yeah.
winter and summer, have it where they're active both times.
Yeah.
Now, the thing is, you only get is like during the summer event, you only get progress towards summer stuff.
Right. I see that.
Well, now it's like summer, the ship you only get progress from doing the Ryzen stuff. During the winter event, you only get progress doing
For the winter.
winter Wonderland stuff.
Right, I agree.
Now, can you still go to Ryzen during the winter event and do Ryzen stuff and get okay, maybe half the load nut favors normally,
I have no idea.
or at least for those that have eggs and monkey feathers.
You can play Pavel during the off season. Pavel is available for gameplay, and maybe that's why. Oh, good. Yes, woohoo! I'm sorry. Cheap Thrills. Go ahead. My bad.
No problem. But yeah, pretty much just. Yeah, I say it's like give us Christmas in July.
Yeah, well, remember when they did that during COVID? We had the winter event during the summer.
Yeah, it was like late April or May. Yeah. And honestly, we need to have some. Oh, I'm starting to rubber band myself now.
Hey, Lexer says he helped overhaul the wiki page. Congratulations! I'm jealous. Hi, Mr. Dave. How are you?
I'm fantastic. How is everybody?
Doing good.
Hey, I'm here. If you want me to log in, if we're going to do anything other than Ryza, let me know.
Well, there's no Ryza. Ryza is done. I'm just sitting here going, I'm so sad Ryza's over. But, yeah, Ryza's all over. Yeah, if you want to, Mr. Dave has a new ship. And I know there's people out there who know ships a lot better than I do. Which is everybody knows ships better than I do. If anybody'd be interested in maybe spending part of tonight helping out Mr. Dave with building a ship.
If not, I'm up for some pew kind of stuff.
I can do pew too.
Leveling a ship, I could easily...
Building a ship.
Building a ship.
Yeah, doing a new build on a ship.
Yeah.
Which one did you do, Mr. Dave?
That Strange New Worlds one, that carrier thing.
No,
do you remember the name of it again?
Yeah, let me log in. I'll find it.
Okay. And as I was saying earlier, Chris and I both got the new Breen ship yesterday.
Oh, did you open up some Infinity?
Yep, I had like 40 boxes on a bunch of tunes. None of them, not one. And I'm just like, son of a gun, I'm not going to do this. And I'm just playing the game, and I see Chris has won a whatever it is. And I'm like, darn it! Fine. Bought 20 boxes. The 20th box had the ship in it.
Ah.
And it's like, yes. And thank you, Sab. Happy hump day to you, too. But I was much happy to be having a new ship because, I have so many ships I've never opened in the first place. But I have that And it is the tankiest of tanks, and I'm trying to figure out who's going to get it. It's on my secondary account, not my main. And I'm trying to think, do I give it to my do I have a human? I have a Romulan, I have a Gorn, but the Gorn's already got a really nice ship. And I've got my Danish tune. Those would be the three I'd give it to.
Is your I was going to say something about your Gorn, but I lost.
Well, the Gorn has the Suliban Sulik, and it's fast, it's handy dandy, it's powerful enough that it's fun. Yes, I'm not wasting money on anything. I'm enjoying my money. Wasting it means you're not having fun with it. I'm having fun with it. That said, I did start putting in money for some dilithium to Zen. Not that that's going to go over very quickly. Oh, maybe I didn't do it on this tune. Oh no, they're all just sitting there. We'll see. One of these days, it'll start cooking. Well, speaking of gambling, there was a line from one of the Naked Gun movies about you go gambling every time you eat week-old Chinese food from the fridge type line. And I'm like, yeah, that's true. Then I realized that I'm going to go see the new Naked Gun movie tomorrow, and it's getting good reviews. Let's see. Tastes like 55-ish days now for an offer to go through. Okay, so probably be middle to end of August before those go through. But that's why I started putting in some every day on every account until I'm maxed out. Right now I'm maxed out on the number of offers. And as soon as one goes through, I'll put in a new one. And by that time I will have earned some more Zen. Just as an FYI, my son is flying home, like now, from Texas, so I told him he could call me for a ride because I live near the airport. And he's like, no, I've got a ride, don't worry about it, which means like 7:15. There's every chance I'm going to get this. Hey, the person who's going to pick me up didn't. It always happens that way. I think that's American. It's interesting. If I fly to Texas today, it's $600. If I fly on Friday, it's $135. I just love that. Hopefully the rest of mine goes through by end of next month. As soon as said all the old mud bundles are coming back, then yes. But if it gets really desperate, I will probably just go spend money on it. I'm going to leave you guys to chat amongst yourselves for just a moment. I will be right back. Sorry about that. Oh, did we lose Mr. Dave?
Looks like it, sadly.
Oh, well, maybe he'll come back in. Yeah, he's not there. Mr. Dave, come back. Come back. Well, in the meantime, let me get off this tune and go grab somebody else. Did you say you wanted to do something?
Well, no, no gun kills, but I need 2 Lucari TFOs.
2 Lucari TFOs. Wow.
Yep.
Do you have anyone's in particular you're thinking of? Go.
No, gravity kills, yeah.
Hey, I did that 4 times last week. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I know.
Without
But it's only because you almost had no choice.
I had no choice in it. It was totally not up to me. Let's
But it pretty much, if you have a choice in it, there needs to be keys or a decent amount of alcohol involved.
Yeah, absolutely. Both would be correct. Would anybody like to join us for some Zenkethy Front? I've sent you an invitation. Lexer says no, but I'm leaving soon. Well, fine. Be that way. Anybody else? End of next month. Well, this month is... Oh, end of next month. End of next month is going to be awful.
Why?
Because I have to, let's see, go to Chicago at the end of this week, first weekend in August. The following weekend, I have to go to Chicago and come back home, and then go right back out there. Then I go off to Texas almost immediately. Then I come back, and I have to go to Chicago on the 20th, the 30th, and September the 1st. And it's just like, really? Really? Sav says, I've done my bit for King and Country today. Okay. I have no idea what you've done. Yeah, I was looking at, maybe I'll just fly to Chicago and back or take the bus, but the problem with the bus is you take it out there, it's 4 hours, same as driving it, but that takes you downtown. And if you hit the trains right, you can get on a train almost immediately and get out to where you go. Then you have to hope that the train going back is on time, and then you have to catch the bus coming back to Indy on time, so it turns into a 24-hour trip. And if it wasn't hot, I'd just take the dogs with, but it's hot.
At least the upside to the start taking the bus, you can sleep on all the way there.
Yeah, well, they have a train that goes out there, and they have a bus that goes out there. And you can sleep on both of them because they take you all the way into the station downtown. Perfect. And if you don't have a ton of luggage, it's really easy. You just get off the bus and you're there. And it's really cheap. The train, I think, is $45, and the bus is around $40, which is nothing. I mean, gasoline alone is double that. Quite enjoyable. But as I said, it now commits you to, what are you going to do? You can't get a rental car downtown. Having done that, it's not something you want to do. So it winds up being faster and easier, but more expensive to drive out there. I could always rent a car. That could be fun. Or spend the night out there or something. Well, I guess it's just us. I'm going to queue us up for Zenkethy Front here. We are queued for Zenkethy Front. Wee woo?
Wee woo.
Wee woo. Yes, this morning I had to finish up Ryza for the daily for all the accounts and then do the new one for all the accounts It's too much. We don't need so many events. I love the game, Cryptic and Deca, but can we have some non-events for a while? Oh, let's see. Is it counting for progress? Yeah, it's counting for progress. No, it's not. Should be... Hold it, did we just start this today? We started this yesterday, right? This should be higher than it is. Yeah, for the event. Oh, it's showing that I've got 2. But it's showing that my progress is only at 3550. It should be at 3600 today. I can't believe I missed a day. Maybe I did.
I see 2 progress for me for the.
Yeah, it's counting
event.
Yeah, I've got 2 progress for it, but I'm looking at the event campaign.
Yeah, and actually, it shows. Let's see. Not my yesterday before I did it, I was at 3150.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm at 3250 now.
Okay.
So.
The time for battle is over.
Now, keep in mind that's me.
Yeah.
Oh, we're missing someone.
Oh, this happened the other day, too. I'm not really worried about it.
Okay.
Somebody might join us. There they are. But yeah, over the next couple of weeks, I'm going to start doing some decent ship builds and try and get myself some better stuff, better builds. More fun. Honestly, this is more fun when you can just pew-pew the heck out of people.
Oh, yeah. Houston was bragging for a while that he got really high DPS.
Yeah, he was at 2.1 million, I do believe. He sent me a picture of it. That's with the Hellbore, and I've got that for one account. I indulged in it, but... Again, that'll go on one account, the new ship will go on one account. Everybody will get a new toy. Reynald007, or Reynald007. Hi, how are you doing? How are you doing?
Another significant
Pew 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 pew
Pew pew?
pew pew pew.
Pew pew pew.
But you are 100% right, Sal. They need to buffer between events. At least a week off between events.
Oh, heck, give us a 2-week red alert.
Yeah, oh, the red alerts are fine. I enjoy the red alerts because if you don't play it, big deal. You're out, what? You don't get a spec point or you don't get a universal upgrade or something stupid like that. That's fine. I can... And it's only like 5 out of 7 days or something easy peasy.
Unless they're the 2-week long version.
Well, even then it's still easy.
Yeah. I do it because occasionally I will need I need like the fleet marks.
Yeah. Well, we had somebody in the other day who really needed a ton of competitive marks because he needed to turn them into assess stratagems.
Yeah.
And the only way you can get those is to do the 3 competitive ones, and nobody likes to play those, and I totally get that.
Yeah, the learning events are usually the best events to do it is you do 3 or 4 of them and boom, you got
Yep.
about 100 or so models.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like okay, if they are doing a bonus weekend and you have a bonus pool, yeah, you're going to be getting
Um,
like 50 marks a pop.
oh, that'd be nice, yeah. Yeah, it's 50, 60, somewhere in there, I think. Can't remember. Let's see. Lexer's, sorry. Sav says, I want red alerts back permanently. I'm not going to argue that. Lexer says, how about events ending on Tuesdays and the next one beginning on Thursday to completely stop overlapping? That would be really nice, yes.
Yes.
And yes, Reynald, that is the Acheron. Yeah, it's the sticks, but with the Acheron. It is a nice ship when properly kitted out. It is much fun. And thank you, Taz. Taz spent a day building it with me, and he's right, it's a monster. Good evening, 47 Alpha Tango. And how are you, my dear? How's school going? Keep thinking, do I want to go back and finish up a degree just for the heck of it? Because it's kind of hard. I mean, retirement is great in theory until you realize you don't have anything to do anymore. So I keep trying to come up with things like, oh, I need to paint the house. How exciting. Ooh, congratulations. 5 weeks, 2 days left of this quarter, and then 2/3 done. Nice. Very nice. In light of having to go back and forth to Chicago so much next month, I am not weightlifting next month. I'll hit the gym, but I'm not doing anything formal. And even then I have even less to do. That's why my mom does painting class Monday, canasta Tuesdays, and mahjong on Thursdays. Hi, Tagaris. How are you doing? Yes, so my current things that I do are martial arts on Mondays, weightlifting on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and that's all I have. And admittedly, they're all fun, but it's not like going back to school. It's not like having a job. And I suppose playing this is my everyday thing. But it's nice to have something to do. Funny story, I was trying to buy T6 coupons on ESF. Oh, what is a good price for a T6 coupon? That's a really good question. I have no idea what a good price for a T6 coupon is. $350 million is common, so I made an offer and then they asked in strike group. It turns out we're in the same fleet. There you go. Yes. Yay. Yay, strike fleet. Strike group. Whatever we are. This group. Is that this group here? Yes, this one right here. Speaking of, I've also been trying to build up some of our smaller bases here. But I see people are doing very well with contributing. Thank you very much. All right. How do you feel about Janur Gauntlet? The space one.
Yeah.
Yay! Shout out to the fleet mate Tagaris. Good for both of you.
I know if it's Janur, if it's beach, it's ground.
Yes, this is just spacey. Janur spacey. Would anybody like to join us for Janur spacey assault, whatever that one's called? Janur Gauntlet. You only have 2 to do, right?
Correct.
Good. I can deal with that. I just had a lovely time on Ryza this year. I turned off zone chat because, I'm not stupid. But every now and then, bits and pieces of conversations would pop in, and one guy was begging for just a few favors to get something, and he was running out of time or whatever. I'm like, I'm sitting here on 200,000, so I sent him 1,000. He's like, oh, what do you want for this? No, just go have fun, go enjoy it. It's fun. I got tons of them. Ooh. I found out today you can use the coupons to buy Zen chips with EC. You can use the coupons. I didn't know. Now I have to find the best bang for my buck on Zen Store. Ooh, there are many, many good chips in Zen Store. Are we not friends on this one? There you are. There we go. No. We'll just keep that there. There we go. Minnesota Viking says, I got the Terran Trailblazer. Which would you get, Mom, a kind of best value that benefits the highest number of builds? Oh, off the Zen Store. I've got some that I love from the Zen Store. I assume we're going Federation ships or all ships? All ships. Oh, all. Sav says the Atlantis. I would say you've got a great one in the Hydra. My son just picked up the Warden. Chris got the Proxima. Scrolling through these. The Justicer, whatever it is, the one I can never pronounce. This one here. Justiciar. I'm going to go with Justiciar. Somebody the other day, though, went with the Premonition. They were super happy. If you want to go completely different, let's see. I got the Suliban Silic Flight Deck Assault Carrier for my Gorn. This is a freaking amazing ship. My Gorn has been playing it for 4 years, and I'm so happy with it. It's an atypical one, but I've had half a dozen good builds on it. Really nice. I really like this one. So let's see what else we got. I've got Romulan. Oh, sorry, can't do that. Take that out of there. Romulans. I'm trying to think if there's a Romulan I would put in there for a ship. In a tier 5, yes. In a tier 6, different question. The Morgu Heavy Warbird is a good ship. But maybe it's a little more basic than you want to go. Klingons. In Zen ships, there's not a lot of Klingon ships I like. In theory, the legendary board askew, but in reality, I don't find it is as flexible of a ship as I would like it to be. Boy, I can't talk tonight, can I? So I keep coming back to the Federation. Like I said, I picked up the whole package, but Chris got the Proxima, my son got the Warden, the Typhon, not the Typhoon, the Typhon, the Hydra, Sav says the Atlantis. Graz, you got any thoughts about that?
The Klingon ships.
No, he said all ships.
Ugh. I have plenty, but my mind's blank at the moment.
Well, one that I really like is the Jem'Hadar. Is it the Dreadnought Cruiser? Is that the one? No, it's not. The Jem'Hadar that you get when you start a Jem'Hadar. It's Vanguard Carrier. This one. I really like this ship. Right out of the box, without a whole lot of messing around with it, it was extremely effective. If you want to play Jem'Hadar. Or Jem'Hadar ship. And I think you can play the Jem'Hadar ship on any account, can't you? Yeah.
I think you need to get your Argimidor up to
Oh, welcome back, Mr. Dave.
6. I think this Argimidor needs to be 65
Yeah,
and has to master the ship.
But can't you
Yeah.
get the Jem'Hadar Vanguard Carrier if you don't have a Jem'Hadar player? Or do you have to have a Jem'Hadar player?
That I'm not sure.
Oh, yes, you do, Mr. Dave. I'm looking for something. I got this as part of the package when I got the original kit. And you had to be a Jem'Hadar at that time, but you know that was 2018 or 2017. 2018 probably. So it's been a while. There's no notation about that, but I have a Jem'Hadar, so it's hard to tell. Mr. Dave says my PC crashes on occasion, and I need to get it to a shop. I am so sorry. I'm going to step away again. My stomach isn't happy. It's the heat or something, and ugh, I'm paying for it. I'll be right back. And I come back just in time for an ad. Yay! All right, shall we go ahead and launch Dranur Assault, or whatever it is?
Sure.
Okay. Unless somebody else wants to join us. I'll take that silence as a no. We are cute. Let's see what happens. We're going to do Dranur Gauntlet. Do you want to join us, Mr. Dave? Okay. I'll clear the queue. Mr. Dave's going to join us. Yeah, no problems. Hey, it's a Frost. I was just thinking of you today, Frost. How are you doing?
It sounds ominous.
No, it was all good stuff.
Okay.
Jade, Nightshade, you can join. I got room for one more, Jade. Just give me a handle so I can invite you to the party.
How is everybody doing?
Warm? This is the first day that's
Warm.
really bothering me, which is weird because
No, I'm sorry to hear that.
the temperature's down to 88, so I mean it's actually getting into the cool. Though if you have not seen the TikTok about the woman in England raging about it's 30 degrees here, you Americans don't have any idea what. It'll pop as soon as I reload it there, Reynolds. I'm just waiting to see if Jade Nightshade wants to join us. But she's ranting about, you Americans, you don't know how to deal with heat. You've got air conditioners and high humidity and blah, 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 blah. And I'm thinking, what planet is this woman from? And after a few minutes, it turns out it's the first half of a TikTok. And a guy comes on and goes, yeah, it's 86 here, which is 30 degrees. Humidity 72%. I live in Florida. 86 degrees, 72% humidity. We call that December.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like right now, where I'm at.
Yep.
Today's high was pretty much 38 degrees centigrade.
Yeah.
Which was, I rounded up a little bit, 100 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah. I mean, today it has definitely chilled off 80s and 90s, but we had a little bit of cloud cover, so it wasn't like yesterday where it was skin-meltingly hot. Okay, I'm going to go ahead. Wee-woo?
Wee-woo.
Wee-woo?
I don't think you guys understand. It hasn't been under 108 real feel here in Florida for 4 months.
Yep. Yeah,
So,
that's why I
mean,
can't
don't
understand
know
why
what
this
you guys-
woman in Britain's like, you guys don't know what heat and humidity is. I'm thinking, yeah, right. Come on over here.
Darkmom,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you're going to hear my eyes rolling
Uh-huh.
all the way up there.
I don't even need the headset to hear your eyes rolling. And yes, it's nice to meet you too, Jade. But it is, I've been to England. It is hot and humid there for a couple of days. But the real feel here has been like 104 for the past week, which is why the dogs are going out for their walks at 7 in the morning.
Well, I mean, it's I don't know. It's about 97, 98 at 3 a.m. here.
Yeah, yeah.
So I don't know what people are complaining about.
Well,
I'm sure it sucks for them, but I mean, okay, whatever. I mean, I consider myself fairly competent when it comes to climate science, and we did warn you. It's not like this is like a new thing that just came out of nowhere.
Yeah, we're
It's
just saying.
actually going to get worse.
Yep. Yeah, it's going to get worse. It will eventually get better because, maybe we'll do something. Maybe we'll all die off and the planet will slowly fix itself.
Things are actually getting better, and I mean, things are happening, but people are just not smart enough to actually pay attention to the actual news, and they just love the outrage economy and stuff like that. So it's just, there's so many things that are happening, and it's very disappointing that people think that the only things that matter are politics. And if they just pay attention to the news, to the things that are actually happening, it's not all bad news. But that's all people watch, is the bad news.
Well, that's sometimes all
They
that
don't-
the news presents to them. You have to go hunting for anything that's not bad.
But there's so many good things happening, and people just don't seem to care. And I mean, the good news is really, really good news. It's just it doesn't sell nearly as well.
Well, of the things that people sent to me in messages this morning, it's Hawaii's got a tsunami warning, and the person said there was a volcano in Russia, and I think they meant there was an earthquake, but English isn't their first language, so it happens. But yes, there was a
Volcanoes
pretty.
are-
I know they have
they're-
volcanoes in Russia, and they definitely have earthquakes.
well, I mean, the Ural shelf there in Russia, so yeah, it makes sense. But yeah, there's some awesome things happening that I think are worth discussing, and people are just so terrified about politics and how the thing that I don't understand about people and their obsession with things that don't matter.
Ooh, I'm tactical
that-
today. Woohoo.
When people are freaking out about, things that don't matter even in the slightest, it's nice that they're engaged civically during those periods.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the other 3 years I want them to be paid. Just keep it going. It's okay that you're engaged, but just stay there. But if you can't stay there, then shut the hell up. That's all I want.
Also, I'd like to see both sides.
Oh yeah,
Like,
please.
No, I don't even care about.
Let me finish this. Both sides,
Sorry.
it's like, hey, work together. That's your job.
Well, no, I mean, both sides aren't supposed to work together. I mean, if you understand political theory, if both sides work together, it would be chaos. It would be absolute chaos, and you get nothing done.
But they don't get much done as it is. I'm sorry.
Okay, that is true in the way the system is working now, but it's because behind the noise, they are doing a lot of things together, and they are agreeing behind closed doors. It's just the stuff that we read about, they're not actually agreeing. But that's mostly for cameras and people that are too stupid to read.
Hey,
But if you
Mark,
read this stuff, it's actually like, I mean, if you read the bills, I mean, they talk about 900 pages, they talk about 1,300 pages, they talk about all these bills and how long they are.
Yeah.
But there is this thing called ChatGPT. There are these things called AI and stuff that will summarize this stuff for you without lying to you, that will tell you exactly what they say and how to figure those things out. But obviously, they're just somehow telling you things that aren't true without a method to do so. It's just
Well,
people
but I'm
want to
gonna-
be convinced.
I'm going to do something really quick. A couple of months ago, somebody asked me to not bring up politics and stuff like that in the show, and I'm going to stick to it. We're going to change the topic. We're going to talk about Star Trek Online or something related
Okay.
to it.
Actually, I wanted to say something because I just finished watching the latest episode of Stranger Worlds.
Oh,
And I have to
episode
say-
3 or episode 4? Because
I think it was the episode 4. No, was it 4 or 5?
is it the one with the Klingons?
Yes.
Okay, that's 3.
I guess that's 4.
The new
it
episode
3?
should be out in about 6 hours.
Okay, well, the one where they're on the planet and
Right.
zombies.
That's 3.
Okay, I haven't seen the newest one. Anyway, I have to say that this particular season has phenomenal writing compared to the first season.
So
I'm
what they're
really
doing with the writing is good, but what they're not doing with the writing is awful. This has been once again a great couple episodes on character, but not on an interesting topic. And I will talk briefly politics, but Star Trek politics, which is go back and watch TOS, TNG, DS9 in particular, Voyager. They did episodes that had strong plot lines, and the character development was written into that. It wasn't just characters. So everything that happened in this last one was just about characters.
I agree that the plot lines could have been more developed,
Yeah.
but DS9, that's all it was. The characters were so incredibly
No,
dry.
no, well, I disagree.
Okay.
Yeah, my take on the characters in DS9 is that it's the same thing with TNG. Is that anytime they are focusing on a character, they do so in a way that shows how that character interacts with the world around them. They don't just focus on that character alone.
No, I get that part. My issue is that with Cisco in DS9, and this is my biggest issue with all of it, is he's a decent leader, but if you put anybody else in that position, they would be just as good. What makes him a good leader? He's just as competent as anybody else. He doesn't stand out in any particular way.
And that's fine. I actually like that because there are people in charge who are not stunningly great leaders. They're good enough to do the job they're assigned to at this moment, and nothing more.
But the point of every other quote-unquote leader in Star Trek is they are phenomenal strategists.
But
and Cisco just isn't.
Yeah, well, the reality of life is not every captain's going to be a phenomenal strategist. They're going to have areas where they're weak, areas where they're strong, and I think that makes for more realistic, more authentic writing.
Also,
Absolutely.
this is actually one of those observations I made about leadership styles when talking about episodes, is that Kirk's leadership style, Picard's leadership style, Cisco's leadership style, Janeway's leadership style, they all have different strengths and weaknesses. And Picard, combat strategy was not his thing.
No,
he would
it was
ask
not.
his bridge crew to do it for him, and that's about as much as he did. It's like I'll let Riker handle it, or I'll let Worf handle it, and just because again, it's like that wasn't his strong suit, so he didn't try to come up with combat strategy on his own. Kirk, on the other hand, would actually do things like asking Scotty, like, "Hey, can you turn up the volume on this EPS conduit for me so I can do a combat maneuver?" And
that's what Riker was, though. Like Riker really.
This is true, but again, I was comparing Kirk with Picard.
Yeah.
Well,
Like with Cisco, though, it's like his thing was that he also had the position of needing to talk people who weren't his crew into doing what he wanted. Like, he is one of the few Federation, he's one of the first Federation personnel to actually negotiate with a Vorta.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's something that kind of, what's the best way to put this? I want to say means something, but it's a significant thing because of the way he went about it. Actually didn't turn into a disaster.
But that's proximal. That's not, diplomatic. He happened to be in the area at the time.
Huzzah, the only spoiler you would have heard is that there's Klingons in this last one. That was the entire spoiler, because there's Klingons in this most recent one. That's the spoiler. We're not going to tell you anything else about it. Don't worry.
Yes, they're definitely Klingons.
There's Klingons. That's it. That's the only spoiler involved here.
Oh, and there's people from the Federation.
Oh yeah, and
yes, that.
Okay,
and there's a starship. So yeah, we ruined the whole thing. And there's probably a planet in there somewhere.
Yes, Grass.
Okay, so for those in our group, please remember tactical only on the second wave of satellite activation.
I did tactical up on Alpha. Does anything else need tacticaling?
No,
We're good.
There were a few people that activated science and engineering.
Oh, so we're gonna have fun. No problems. And
Yeah.
hello
I like
to you
science. I really do like science on there a lot because I think tractor beams are very.
I'm
useful.
looking at this. We got enough firepower. I don't think it's a problem. Where are you? Are you down on Gamma? Or are you in Beta?
I'm taking care of Beta.
Okay, I've got Alpha.
So I mean, what we were talking about earlier is about the people without people with more organic characters where they have different styles, they have different character flaws and things like that. My son actually brought up a very interesting phrase I'd never heard before. Stacy Sue, I'd never heard of before.
Stacy Sue?
Yes.
Or is that Mary Sue?
No, they call it Stacy Sue. It might be Mary Sue. I don't know what it is. But anyway, it's when a female character is introduced, it doesn't have any obvious flaws.
Right, this is Mary Sue. Yeah.
And well, they call it Stacy Sue, but it could have been like the thing that they were just referring to. And I was really interested in that because it's something that's very common in a lot of writing these days, and I find that it really ruins.
Gosh darn it, died.
So many things when you want to tell a story.
Mm-hmm.
And I was reading through some of the things that I've been doing myself, and I realized that people could very easily, if they just did a broad strokes thing about the characters that I write.
You do not write Mary Sue's. I got news for you. You do not.
No, I know that, but you have to read the story in order to see the flaws that the characters have.
Well, yeah, but
if you spend 5 seconds looking at them, it's like, oh, this character doesn't have any flaws at all. It's like, no, they got pretty deep flaws, and they have suffered for them pretty dramatically.
Yeah.
Well, and it's just
getting off topic. You can write a character who doesn't have a lot of flaws and still make them interesting and dynamic, and they've got a ways to go. They may not be flawed, but they're not perfect. They're not without issues.
But why did we bring this up again?
Because we were talking
about the captains and how they have different flaws.
And the more recent captains. And this is not a spoiler. Who's more recent captains. So Pike and what's her name? Michael Burnham. The stories revolve around them and not around events. And we got into discussing what makes for a good captain or a good leader.
Well, that was actually one of those things I was getting at with what I was going at with the TNG and DS9 cast is that there are certain plots that actually are like laser focused on certain characters,
which you can absolutely do. But like, if you do the whole series on that, it gets boring.
Like the Cisco's role as the emissary, okay, like that was something that was a major story development and something that was a defining aspect of the character, and part of the reason why he's not in Star Trek Online. But that was also not the center of the story. It's a major defining point, but the actual center of the story is him keeping, the quadrant from getting turned into a burning dump.
Well, I'll go into something more specific in terms of where I think story and character overlap, and that's the story about Julian discovering that he has been, in essence, genetically modified, and finding out that all these things that violate Federation law that were done to him to make his life better, and he has to now deal with that and everything that changes for him. So it's a story about genetic engineering. It's a story about what do we do, what don't we do? Do we draw a line, and if so, where? And what happens, to those people when they don't get the benefit of the treatments, or they do get the benefit of the treatments. And I think that was a great discussion of an important topic, and they brought it into a specific character so we could really take it from a point of view of somebody we know. And we can see how that decision, those events affected him. Hi, Pi, 6 years. You have been listening to this show for 6 years. Oh my God. And you haven't learned better yet.
Gotta run away. I'm actually basing a character off of you, Pi. You and I gotta talk. Because I want to base this character off of I have your face's image in my head when I think about this character, because I really like the idea.
Yeah, I know that several of the founding, well, not founding per se, but a lot of the Federation members before they joined, the Denublians had some genetic engineering that they were doing, the no, Rebecca remains character number one. Her species had was doing some genetic tinkering. It's like now I think they have it where there's two types of genetic engineering going on. There's the uh, pushing the pushing the boundary of what's normal.
And Frost has
Meaning-
been here for 65 months. Holy moly!
Yeah,
No,
it- yeah. It's like instead of having a normal average 105 IQ, they're trying to bump up to 160. That's gone beyond, but stuff that is like correcting for nearsighted, for diabetes, or in the case of a daily species, some equivalent.
There's actually an episode of TNG that deals with that directly. The episode with Barclay's protomorphosis syndrome as a core plot point. In that episode, Barclay was suffering from some sort of genetic defect-related illness, and Crusher tried to use a benign retrovirus to modify some of his genes to correct what she saw as a genetic defect in Barclay.
I thought it was just gene therapy, but yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it's like it's stuff that's
retroviruses work.
Yeah, we know that, but obviously the writers didn't. We're not going to go into dealing with reality here, Frost, because
no. Sorry.
Yes, I understand that's not what a retrovirus is. And yes, if they had come to anybody who plays the game or reads the books or has even a smattering of science background or medical background, we would all be going, ugh.
Hi, Jade.
Jade was just in that battle with us, so.
I knew that the genetics aspect of that episode was completely pants on head stupid.
Oh yeah.
The first time I watched it as a teenager.
Yeah.
But we're going to focus on the science fiction side of it and what it says about the Federation's policy on genetic tinkering in terms of how that relates to the ban on augments.
Pi,
and
go to bed, get some sleep. 2 days from now is vacation time for Pi. He's going to spend his entire he can't spend it on Rice. A bummer.
So the thing with the episode is something I already mentioned, is that Crusher saw the thing that she was doing as repairing a genetic defect, not improving over what a human should naturally be. And that was a core aspect of why she considered her actions to be ethical and not in violation of the Federation's ban on augments.
How do you ban an augment? What?
I'm not sure what either one of you just said.
Okay.
Let's see. Barclay's protomorphosis syndrome is an artificial disease. That's the disease he had. Okay, he had a regular
some
disease.
Kind of alien flu.
He had some kind of flu, and she used a synthetic T cell to activate the gene that would fight off the infection. Actually, that's very common. I don't think that's genetic tinkering as much as activation of an existing cell, because we do that now.
That's how most viruses.
My understanding of the methodology is that it was activating a gene that in him was inactive.
Right.
And in normal people, it would be an active gene. And that was what was seen as the defect, is that his gene was inactive. And it's just that it didn't work that way and went horribly wrong and so on and so forth.
Well, the plot point is an anomaly in Barclay's genetic structure caused the T cell that she was trying to activate, or excuse me. Yeah, the T cell that she injected into him mutated because of his genetic structure. So she wasn't trying to really change it, just activate his dormant genes. And like I said, that's actually something we do these days. It doesn't change the inherent genetic you-ness of you.
And also, she wasn't trying to make him better than a normal person. She was trying to make him equal to a normal person in that regard.
She was most literally trying to make him better. Just
Well,
better.
okay,
Healthy.
better. It's like instead of being, they're trying to bring him back into in range, like a range of a normal person. It's like it's
Oh.
yeah, it's like eliminating defects. It's like the way I was bringing up earlier. You have some issues with diabetes.
Mm-hmm.
Just tweak your genetics to you're no longer diabetic.
Yeah.
Pretty much you're not making someone superhuman. You're bringing them back to as close to baseline as possible.
Right.
The simplest way to explain the fictional condition that Barclay had was that it's a specific form of immunodeficiency that he was suffering from that caused him to be vulnerable to this particular kind of flu in the first place.
Yeah.
And Crusher was acting to repair that specific form of immunodeficiency. And that was the reason why what she did not violate the Federation ban on augments.
It would get her fired from the AMA if it still existed, but sure.
Well, hold on a second. Not necessarily, Frost. I'm thinking all the times that my husband, they drew blood or plasma or whatever, white cells from my husband, basically went in there and tweaked them and re-injected them into him so that they would attempt to modify his body.
Those are approved therapies.
Yeah.
Not
well, in theory, I mean, the therapy itself.
Hypothetical whatevers that had no proven method or whatever. They didn't just, like, let's see if we do this and hope something happens.
It. That's why you don't just go off and randomly do that because...
So, if the AMA still existed, Crusher would no longer be a practicing doctor. That's my point.
If the AMA still existed in the Star Trek future, they would probably be one of the groups that signed off on the ban on eugenics.
Well, then again, we have to assume there is an AMA type organization there because Beverly does hold to her medical oath. Well, above all else, do no harm.
This is something that Bones actually talked. Well, Bones and Crusher to a lesser extent, but Bones actually quite a lot refers to something called Starfleet Medical, which is basically these. It's not a direct equivalent of the AMA because it's Starfleet, not the Federation as a whole. But it kind of alludes to the fact that Starfleet Medical doesn't actually make all of the rules that Federation doctors are bound to, and that civilian agencies make some of those rules.
Of course. And then you're going to have every culture that they deal with making rules as well.
Like the ban on eugenics, that's a Federation Council level thing.
That's a League of Nations thing. That's when eugenics got banned.
Well, that's what I was saying about Federation Council. It's like, UN General Council kind of level of decision making.
I mean, eugenics was part of social Darwinism back in the 1890s. And it got banned during the League of Nations after World War I. And it was used again during World War II.
Well, see, the thing with this, though, is that there's two different approaches to eugenics, one of which no one ever actually did in reality, and that has been proposed in fiction and never actually attempted in reality. And that one is simply attempting to, genetically improve people, and then, if it doesn't work, oh well, we'll try again later. Whereas in real life, it tended to be like, these people are defective, so we're going to get rid of them.
Yeah.
That was the reason why people disliked eugenics in real life, is because it meant, treating certain sections of the population as undesirables and wanting to get rid of them.
Now we're starting to really
We're
get
getting
into
off.
the nitty gritty of it, because then
Well,
we're
I
starting
mean-
to just look at artificial selection. If we're starting to get into that genetically modified organisms,
But
and
the
that's
thing is, though,
literally
is-
everywhere.
That's tied to the reason why the Federation has the ban on that kind of research.
The reason they have the ban on that kind of research is it made for a really good plot point.
This is also
Okay.
true.
This is
But
Kind of like the
organisms
Federation
are
General Order
everywhere.
number 1.
Okay.
like-
shall we go
Federation-
shoot up some stuff while we're having this conversation?
Fine, I could do that, I
Sure.
suppose.
I have room for one more person if somebody wants to join us.
Sure, I need to log in, but
Okay.
anyway. But yes, one thing that we talked about on some of the episodes of the Foundry Roundtable, the entire reason why General Order number 1 existed from an out-of-universe perspective is to give Kirk a reason to break the rules and not follow Starfleet regulations. He's like, well, you see, this is, I understand the spirit of the rules, but I feel that the letter of the rules is conflicting with the spirit of the rules in this particular occasion. So, yeah, whatever. Anyways.
Yeah, they're pretty good about following that unless the plot requires that they don't.
To put it slightly differently, it exists to give to be the soapbox that Kirk stands on while he's talking about what he wants to do.
Yeah, I think one of the big differences I see between Picard and Kirk is Kirk knows all the rules, but they're more like a suggestion in his mind. And Picard knows all the rules, and he knows if he breaks them, there's going to be heck to pay, and he makes that decision, greater good.
Except for that, I mean, he knows all the rules. He knows that if he breaks them, there's going to be hell to pay. Except for when he does break them, there's no hell to pay. And so, I mean, eventually at the end of it, he just doesn't care, and he does it anyway.
Yeah,
Anyway,
but then we get into.
I put next to strike group chat.
Well, we'll have to wait a moment because I am beaming up to my ship.
I mean, that's such a weird dynamic with Picard. He's such a well-loved character that, I mean, I think people would like literally rebel if they started actually hating on Picard when he was in his high popularity phase. If people
that's the interesting thing is that the TNG movies and the Picard series,
yes, I was just going to go
both
there.
went with the idea of okay, so what if Picard decided to tell the Admiralty "fu"?
Well, especially in the Picard series. I mean, and the Admiralty came back with, no.
Yeah, I mean, if it was the real military, I would never be able to tell a general,
the often clipped and memed sheer hubris.
Yes, exactly.
You're retired, and while you are free to give us suggestions about things you think are a good idea, you demanding that we do anything is sheer hubris.
Yes. And then we have the equally dynamic and well-phrased statement from Liam Shaw. No.
Yeah, that was probably my favorite character in the Picard series.
Yeah. Oh man.
No.
No, we're not doing that.
That was
such a great moment. I'm like, but it's Picard and Riker. You can't say no to Picard and Riker.
That was perfect.
Admiral O is legitimately one of the coolest Admiral characters, simply because of the way she handled that. Just because, you know what? That's about what I would expect a real person to say in that scenario.
Oh, yeah. Well, for that, Huzzah, if you're listening, you might want to cover your ears for just a moment, though. This isn't a huge spoiler. But when number 1 takes Ortegas to task in the current episode, that's more of what you would expect to see.
I've gone through that counseling a few times.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
does happen.
Of course it does.
Even if you're entirely right in the outcome,
Yeah.
if you didn't follow procedure to get there, you still have to be counseled.
I promise that was not a big spoiler, Huzzah. That was it. Let me send you an invitation here, Mar Hawkman. I had to go fix my ship. Because I'm all out of repairs.
I don't know if I can offer those things because I've got like hundreds of them.
I have them on other
That's
ships.
all
I just need to send some of them over to this tune because, much as I love the build and she's got firepower out the wazoo, she doesn't have much for heals, so I have to make it balanced there. What are we doing?
I'm talking to you. Is that helpful?
That
My
is
current
helpful.
endeavor that I need to do is repair hull in space.
Oh, okay. Do you have a preference?
Not really.
Does anybody have a preference in what we do?
Yes, I do not want to cut off my own legs.
This would be good. Okay.
That would be outside the game, and thus, you know.
They said
Hang on
they
one
did not
second.
specify. Okay, I was trying to be specific.
I mean, you could just click the random TFO button.
Sorry, my son's flight just landed. I'm just making sure he doesn't need me to pick him up. This is Atomic Eden. Yes, Drunken Heretic wants us to do a Discord, not Twitch, Discord viewing party of Atomic Eden, which we are going to do one
What
evening.
is Atomic Eden?
It's a really bad movie. You'll love it.
I don't like really bad movies. I don't like really good movies either. But actually, I take that back. One of my favorite movies of all time, from an engineering perspective, is enough to give me a stroke.
Which is?
Batteries not included. It is such a bad movie, but at the same time, it's such a great movie.
See, here's the thing: batteries not included is a cinematic representation of that saying about how sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic.
No, it's just you have to know absolutely nothing about engineering to enjoy it.
Saab's
and
arguing for short
You can
circuit.
get that. Well,
I mean,
no,
also a good example of the same principle. Yes.
I'm going to hit the random button if everybody's okay with that. Drunken Heretic says, "Trust me, you'll like this from a soldier and a martial arts perspective."
I will have to check it out. I will take your advice on that one, Drunken Heretic. I will have to look for it.
Wee woo? Yep, well, Drunken Heretic's arguing for it, so we'll definitely go. So my son's flight has landed, and he's got somebody to pick him up, so I don't have to run to the airport. Yay.
Well, apparently it's space because I just beamed up from Ryza.
That's a good indicator.
Elite Federation mission scout ships.
You know, something just occurred to me. We don't have anything for random elites that's a ground equivalent of Corfez.
What's
True.
Kita's promise?
It's from the last event. It's a torp and some other
I've got
stuff.
to pay attention to stuff I'm getting. I'm just not doing that.
Yeah, it's safe now, Huzzah. We honestly just had two things. None of it would have spoiled it, but I just prefer to be safe so you don't get that moment. I do think it was a well done moment, though. So.
Mr. Dave is doing housework. Holy cow.
Okay, after this shift, I'm gonna have to call it. I have a few things I'm needing to do.
How dare you have a real life?
How dare you?
Are you seeing that the Kobayashi Maru bubbles move a few feet at a time?
Yep.
Like going tick, tick, tick.
Yep.
No, that's the wrong thing. I was looking for the other thing because I'm not paying attention.
Mr. Dave, I have now that Rise is done, I'm actually going to get back to finishing my yard and cleaning the house and all that exciting stuff I haven't done for basically a month.
A month?
Well, yeah. Ryza has been my priority.
Huh.
I like Ryza.
Well, yeah, it's okay to love Ryza. I've been really busy. the beginning of the fiscal year 2026. So nobody knows how anything works anymore.
That is true. Good evening, WC. How you doing? Yeah, the rubber banding's back. But not as bad as it was this morning. Are they
Yeah,
gonna
that's what I
do
was
a-
saying about those.
It's just little, but it's definitely there.
Well, that's what I was saying about the bubbles, is that the way that the buff bubbles were moving looked like the bubbles were rubber banding
Yeah.
as they flew across the screen.
My ship is
Kind of
rubber
strange.
banding. I had heard they might be doing oh, that was bad. They might be doing maintenance tomorrow?
Well, I know they are in Champions Online. I'm not sure about Star Trek Online.
This rubber banding's pretty bad. It was good up until Tuesday's maintenance or patch or whatever they did. I am pulling that out of the sequence. That was making me crazy.
Look at something.
Oh my gosh, the ship just accelerates and then it stops and goes backwards, then it accelerates, stops and goes backwards.
Yeah, I know. Had a lot of that just now.
Yeah, lag is bad.
Basically did the same thing it was when I was trying to do the flying high stuff
Yep.
on Risa.
Yeah, I'm so glad I got a lot of it done before the patch Tuesday.
Okay, that's it. SDI is just really just trolling for money at this point.
Who?
Can't remember what the S stands for. The diving
Oh,
institution that I go through in order to do most of the stuff I do is through TDI, which is Technical Diving Institute. But there's a civilian variant to it called SDI, and I don't remember what it stands for. And they just sent me a thing telling me that I can qualify in cylinder filling and safety technician,
oh, there you go.
which is a new certification you can get for $60 that I've been doing now for 6
Yes,
years.
but now you'll have a certificate that says you can do it.
Now I have a piece of paper to do what I've been doing now for 6 years. I mean, you literally have to do this anyway in order to do nitrox certification as it is. So I don't understand what the is.
They want
So,
your
so
money.
my question here is does this certification mean that you are qualified to go diving in iceberg caves in the Antarctic Ocean?
I don't know how you do that. I mean, you definitely need a dry suit, and no, it has nothing to do with diving in the Antarctic. It has to do with putting air in your respirator.
The reason I was mentioning this is solely for the lulz, because I can only think of one time in history anyone has done that, and they nearly got killed.
Yeah, no.
You could definitely dry suit in Antarctica. In fact, I personally know people at McMurdo that have gone in the water. Dry suits do that.
See, the thing with it though is that it's like you have regular diving, which has the possibility of drowning. You have Antarctic ocean diving, which carries the possibility of freezing to death, and then you have diving in a cave, which has a variety of other things related to being in a cave, such as having it collapse on your head or something.
Yeah,
Sure.
they're all pleasant ways to go. Ugh.
So,
and then making the cave an iceberg cave means that the cave is actively falling apart while you go inside it.
depends on how long it's been in that state. There are different levels, and there are certain things you do need to know about underwater architecture. It's actually a thing that you learn when you do wreck diving. It's a certification you can get, which I happen to have, that teaches you how to probe whether an area is safe to go through and stuff like that. And a lot of people don't get it, and so there are accidents you can get when going through a cave. You actually have to pass what they call a probing, spatial something. I can't remember what it's called.
Again, no, I was asking more as a joke than anything else. So,
but no, there are methods that actually McMurdo Base, which is the Air Force base on the Antarctic coast, actually has people go into the Arctic Ocean to do exactly that. To go into the caves that are on the shore.
Not enough money on this planet for me to do that.
I think you'd be surprised how much money is actually there to do those kind of things.
Yeah, but I'm not going to go do it.
Centaur has picked this point.
well, I mean, like the incident that I was thinking of was actually specifically cited by the people who did it as something that they wanted to do solely because of the fact that it was the one time in their lives that they had actually seen an opportunity arise to do something this insane.
Yeah. I just found I have 4 birds left. I missed 4 stupid birds.
Oh yeah, I kind of forgot about the whole
no, I was great.
Birds and thing.
I spent a good part of yesterday turning in the birds to make sure they all would be there. No, this tune has birds left.
I was in client meetings all day. Finish everything. I was very disappointed.
Oh well, I got 7,500 out of my 150,000 hull repair done.
Oh, that's good.
Well, that's something.
Well, hull repair. Do you have some toys to do it?
Oh, this build is actually set up to be a relatively tanky build. It's just that I was taking damage at a rate of like 5 per minute.
Well, I was going to say we could go run Ruins of Doom. That'll give you your damage.
Yeah, I was actually just going to go to the Badlands and stare at
too.
Terrans for a little while.
That's always a fun way to do things. Let's do this. Let me clean this.
Yeah,
up.
yeah, because like my thing was that I just wasn't taking enough damage for it to matter in that TFO. So
yeah, I have some builds that I use for stuff like that.
I guess part of it's the fact that I'm playing a beam overload build, and that's kind of like the anti-aggro approach. So yeah.
Yeah, but if you've got an aggro build, then you also have the tendency to have a hull that can handle aggro.
Mm.
So it becomes kind of self-defeating at that point.
Well, I actually wasn't using defensive buffs for the most part.
Oh.
I was actually just like spamming spamming beam overload to kill things and not taking enough damage for it to actually matter. I don't think I would have gotten KO'd if I simply hadn't used a single healing ability the entire TFO.
Yeah, my tendency is to run to Ruins of Doom and put on garbage shields.
Mm.
And that usually gets it for me. Hang on, the phone just went off again. Hey, phone. Yeah, that lag was terrible. Ugh. And yes, I will start cleaning my inventory, so don't say anything. I know. Inventory messy.
Okay.
All right. You still with us, Graz? Nope, Graz had to head out, as he said he was going to do. Shall we do one more for the night? And,
Sure, I guess.
It has dropped to 84 degrees, so I'm going to be able to take my dogs out.
Oh right, this time I should swap. I just realized that I have the Borg impulse engine active rather than the other one.
Okay, let's go to here.
Oops, that's on the wrong one.
Okay, there we go. Trying
So
to do it.
I normally do shows Tuesday, Thursdays, and either Friday or Saturday. This week I will be gone tomorrow, so I'm not going to do a show tomorrow.
Mm. Oh wow.
Get to a show
I'm gonna-
tomorrow.
Yes, I'm going to go see the Naked Gun movie.
That's terrible.
Thank you. Appreciate that. I know, getting a real life. How dare I?
That's not allowed.
Let's see. Huzzah, I have a semi-important question. Are there any tips for having a good Wednesday and Thursday for Trek Las Vegas? How do I maximize my enjoyment? Wednesday tends to be just the evening session. It's just the vendor floor. And while it's fun to walk around, not all the vendors are set up on Wednesday. They will all be there on Thursday. Thursday is one of the lower personality days. They tend to be there more on Friday and Saturday, but if you're only going to be there on Wednesday and Thursday, oh, thank you, Drunken Heretic, I will send you an invitation. I would say, if you don't have things planned, let's see who's going to be there Thursday. It all depends on really what you want to do. I don't know if they've got the panel set up yet. Generally, you'd have to do everything online, and they may have the panels already set up. If they do, they usually have some amazing panels going on. Yeah, I don't see it yet. Vendors, they... Ooh. I would say first thing Wednesday, when you get there, you're checked in and everything, and you've gotten all your passes and stuff that you need to get the program and start going through all the things that are going on. And a lot of the stuff that's really cool isn't the stuff that you think is really cool. So the last year, or was it the year before? Last year, when we were there, Frost and DT and Mrs. DT and I and a few other people, the coolest thing we did was talk to, what's his name, Dave Blass from Picard, and just talk to him about ship builds and some of the work they did behind the scenes. And he was more than happy to just shoot the breeze with us for a while, so that was way cool. Same the year before. If you want to meet celebrities, nothing wrong with that. You can go up to their booths and just chat with them. Garrett is amazing. Always go see Garrett. Who plays Shaw? Who plays Liam Shaw? Brain's not working. Todd Stashwick. Really interesting, entertaining guy. Anson Mount, same thing. Really interesting, especially if you can talk to them about something that's not Trek. It's always fun.
They like talking about things that isn't their job.
Yeah. So when I was talking to Gates McFadden, we were talking about mics for podcasting. Last time I saw Patrick Stewart, we were talking about what was it? One of his plays that he had done, and the fact that we weren't talking about Trek, he was really enjoying talking about plays. Who else? Anthony.
Well, one thing that's I've heard Jonathan Frakes finds to be hilarious is when people ask him questions about playing David Xanatos.
So that's from
Gargoyles.
Gargoyles, yeah.
Yeah, I love Gargoyles.
Because like half the cast of TNG was involved with Gargoyles at one point or another in its production. But David Xanatos is one of the main characters.
Oh yeah, but so many of them were in it, so it gets really fun. But yeah, asking people the weird stuff, or if you know their hobbies or things they enjoy, they will go off on a conversation with you. And we've been to enough conventions now that people will talk to you if you talk to them, especially about stuff that isn't Trek, because that's what everybody else is doing. And they will usually engage in a great conversation. But I'd go through the list of panels that are available. Look for the ones that are really interesting. The ones that, for me, that are like Star Trek episode retrospectives tend to get a little dull, just because we've been there so many times. So trying to find people who are new there is always fun. And yes, of course, WC, I was going to name drop, but that's going to a convention, so that's not the same thing as doing my other name drops, which are much more fun and much more nerdy.
Mom's not a nerd at all.
Yeah, no, Mom's not a nerd.
Not even a little bit.
Alice, Drunken Heretic, let me send you an invitation here before I forget and get stupid again. So this last convention in Chicago, Jonathan Del Arco was there, and I was dressed up as Borg Pool. And were having a conversation about it. I mentioned that we do Star Trek Online, that we played, and blah, 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 blah. And he had just finished doing the voice for Axiom, and he didn't flinch. He never said a word about it, didn't say anything. And I'm like, son of a gun, that would have been a great conversation to have. But he couldn't say anything.
Ooh, you know what? That's something that just occurred to me. It's like one thing that would be interesting if you're talking to Brent Spiner is asking him what the difference was between playing Data and Puck.
Oh, yeah. So,
because Puck was the I don't remember if he did more than one character. Well, okay, he kind of sort of did more than one character in Gargoyles, because like Puck sometimes pretended to be other people.
But it was still him. It was still Puck. Let's see, who was in that? Marina Sirtis was in it. Jonathan Frakes, Brent Spiner. Was Michael Dorn in it?
Yeah, if I remember right, he was voicing one of the Gargoyles.
Could be. I don't remember. That was such a good show. People get going on nerdy things and fun things and just enjoyed chatting around being human beings. And that would be my recommendation. But yeah, grab the program, find all the things you absolutely want to do, go to as many of them as you can, and if you find that they're dull, bail, go do something else. Mr. Dave does a lot at besides doing the dishes when he's been to the Vegas shows with us. Do look for a Gorn in a Lower Decks costume, however, because that will be DT from the fleet, and potentially Mrs. DT from the fleet. But I'd be interested in how much, if anything, Sir Patrick Stewart remembers playing Lennon in Fall of Eagles. Oh, hold on. Yeah. Wasn't Miriam Margolis also in Miss Fisher's Mysteries? Wasn't she Aunt Prudence? Or am I just completely losing it on that one?
Ooh, you know what? Well, another thing that's amusing is when you ask people who don't have like Star Trek as like the majority of their work experience, and ask them about their Star Trek roles.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm trying to remember what her name is, but the actress who played Mary Jane in the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies,
Kristen Dunst.
Yeah, she played Hedril in TNG.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people were in TNG. A lot of people were in Star Trek. That's why we have the game 7 Degrees of Star Trek Separation, so you can see how everybody interrelates. That's fun. That's something I've wanted them to do for a couple of years, is play that as a game, because Kristen Bell was also in Fanboys. I don't know Fanboys at all. A couple of years ago, they were so desperate for stuff to do for panels because, it was the height of COVID and just recovering. And they were doing things like, what's your favorite Star Trek female? And they had, one half of the room would be voting, the other half would be voting. You'd have to propose your candidate and argue for them. I have no idea what Fanboys is, Mr. Dave. I'm sorry.
Oh, right. Here's something that's important to remember when you have repair hull endeavors.
Yes.
It counts when you're repairing an ally,
Does
but your own shuttles and fighters count as allies for this purpose.
Oh, well, there you go. Send them all out there. All right, let me queue up is random good with everybody?
Sure.
Oh, we go.
We will.
Wee woo. Well, for the moment, Mr. Dave, my comic relief is going to be going to see Naked Gun tomorrow night. I'm assuming it's going to be good because they bothered to do a whole event for it at the theater. And they did not do a whole event for Fantastic Four, which, by the way, I've heard some great reviews of that. Or a lot of other things. What are we doing? Oh, a little swarm. How fun. Ugh.
Yeah, basically what I heard about Fantastic Four is that it's not exactly a perfect movie. It's kind of mid-range in terms of being an accurate comics adaptation, but it doesn't suck as much as the previews made it look like it would suck.
Yeah. And Sav says, I really enjoyed it. Thank you, Sav. Yeah, I listened to a couple of reviews, and the reviewers were like, I can't believe I'm saying this, but it was actually good, and I do recommend going to see it. So if we do get the rain in this weekend, which they've been promising, I may go to the movies twice this week.
Yeah.
Or buy furniture. Probably need to buy the furniture.
I heard pretty much the same thing about the Superman movie, is that it's kind of sort of more like a Justice Society sort of movie than an actual like proper Superman movie, but it's not bad.
I
heard the Nathan. I haven't seen it, but I heard the Nathan Fillion's in it, and that's a reason to go right there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, one of the things that people praised about it is the way Guy Gardner was handled. It's a good casting, nearly perfectly comics accurate costume.
Again, I don't know who that
Okay,
is.
so are you familiar with the Green Lantern Corps in DC Comics?
No, I don't do a ton of DC.
Well, the Green Lantern that most people are familiar with is Hal Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Well, Guy Gardner is one of the 4, I think, other people from Earth who've been a Green Lantern.
Okay.
And Guy Gardner's also a rather brash and impulsive person.
The Green Lantern Corps are brash and impulsive? That can't possibly be true.
Well, it's not what the Guardians considered an ideal trait in Green Lantern recruits.
But all of them are. Every single one of them are. It's
brash
like
and impulsive.
Yes, every single one.
Well, again, we get into interesting
no,
characterizations. Sav says, had a lot of Easter eggs in honor of Stan Lee and Jack Kirby.
Ow.
Yeah, well, Jack Kirby especially, because the whole like Fantastic Four Galactus thing is like totally his style of work, shall we say?
I haven't I haven't had a chance to see any movies in a while, but I mean I heard it's supposed to be pretty good. Yeah, like this is the beginning of the fiscal year, so like nobody has time to do anything. Like nobody that I've been working, I think has time to do anything.
Woo! That wasn't supposed to happen.
Oh, I just realized that there's a specific reason why I'm taking so little damage, and that I'm effectively crippling my ability to take damage.
And that is...
I'm using the Last Best Hope Starship trait in as part of my Beam Overload build, which gives me temporary HP every time I get Beam Overload. So I'm kind of like, no, actually, damage? No, thank you. I don't feel like taking damage right now.
He's cheating.
Yeah.
You heard it.
Kind of forgot about that. And it's like, wait, the temporary HP. Yeah, because like I realized that my thing was started going up way faster when I started healing my shuttles.
Well, we have one more satellite to get repaired.
The shuttles. Oh, it's this one over by me.
Can you get it?
Like the second one from the right.
Ready.
Yeah, because like they have this like sparkle glow thing on them to let you know they need fixed, and yeah. Anyways,
They call that Adderall.
no.
They don't?
When things sparkle, when you look at them.
Detached retina?
Well, that's true too.
Head to escape route Beta.
But I don't have a
Refugee
detached
ships.
retina, but I have seen
Refugee
sparkles
ships
because of
heading down
it.
escape route Alpha. Protect them.
Basically.
I've seen sparkles too, but it has not been at good times as they then promptly pass out.
Yeah, but I mean, when I was supposed to be, doing my job, they gave me Adderall in order to pay attention, and things were sparkly. That's like my only other connection.
Gideon in the Queen Anne's Revenge is currently assisting me over here.
Better known as Drunken Heretic.
Oh, it's a World Racer. Okay, that makes a lot of sense, actually. I was like, why did he name his ship that? Oh.
It's connected to the pirate obsession.
Lane Gamma is boring. Literally nothing has spawned so far.
Chat decided to get all funky on me.
So I was born until it isn't.
Oh, well, that's not good. Why is that doing that?
Oh, hey, the lane just lit up. Maybe something's actually going to spawn.
Get over there.
Yeah, it spawns. It just doesn't live very long.
Well, I'm here to make sure it doesn't live long, so...
You don't live long and prosper.
I was just going to say that.
Careful.
Ha ha ha.
Darn you, Frost.
Just a pretty bad person.
Refugee ships heading down escape route.
Oh, there's a hive over here.
Yeah, the optional...
There was a hive over here. So don't forget, if you haven't done Forged in Fire yet, and we didn't do it tonight deliberately, because it is also the Universal and the event. So 2 for 1 tomorrow. Hopefully you get a whole bunch of ground damage at the same time, and kill Terrans. I mean, that would be perfect. Kill Terrans.
It's a threefer.
2 kinds of ground damage. The daily and the Universal all at once. I could not imagine a better start to my day of getting all of those done at one time.
Head to escape route Beta. Protect the refugee ships.
But I will say, Forged in Fire 4 times. Ugh.
I would love it if they were to give us an elite version of that.
Forged in Fire?
Yes, we don't have one.
Huh. I'd like
One
it.
of the few TFOs that doesn't have any difficulty above normal.
Well, the same with Operation Wolf, another one that would be amazing to have multiple levels of it.
Earth ships
I mean, it's fun.
escape route
Super
Gamma.
pew pew.
Get over there.
So, when you have an opportunity, Mom, I would love to talk to you for a few minutes.
Would
Is
tomorrow
that
be okay?
possible?
Would tomorrow work for
Sure.
you? That would be
tomorrow
great.
would be good for me, but, it's just something I want to try to figure out.
Earth ships
I'm
spotted
working
at
on
escape
something
route Gamma.
that I can
Get over there.
I've figured here.
Well, once we're done here, I promised the DOGs that I would take them out. Because they have been in, because it was 95 by the time I got home from the gym, and much as I can deal with heat, they can't. They get around the block once and they're like, oh my god, we need to walk another mile, but we can't. I'm at the point of having to pick up the little one and carry her home some nights. But the temperature dropped 10 degrees in the last 2.5 hours, so it's like, yeah. Let's go take a walk tonight.
Well, I'd just like to throw you a call or something like that tomorrow.
Okay, great. Yeah, I'll be home. Yeah, I'm gonna say all day. Got some errands to run, but nothing major.
Yeah, I got some things to do tomorrow. But in passing, I will do that.
Yeah, I'll be heading out in the evening to hit the movies. And don't come and rob things from my house, Juan. I don't have anything to except pit bulls.
Well, I live in Florida.
Yeah,
I'm not going to drive for 12 hours.
I'm just saying that for locally. It's more than 12 hours. It's almost 20 hours.
Protect us.
Well, now you're giving me incentive. That's it. And now I have to.
You don't come steal
I
my
mean-
stuff. It's like I said. I have pit bulls. They're not friendly. Well, you've met them. Or have you met them, Frost? Have you been to
I
my
have
house?
met them. I hung out with them.
That's what I thought. Yeah, right.
Are
Like
they
the
the
old
kind
house.
of dogs that are extremely happy to see strangers?
No.
They don't. They didn't like me at first, but eventually they got used
Yeah,
to me.
exactly. No, they will. Yeah, they definitely are out there to protect me. After they get
Well,
to know
well-
you, they will like you a lot.
The joke I was making about extremely happy is like, oh hey, we have people for us to eat.
Oh yeah, they're really happy to see him for that reason. My neighbor, lovely person, who I've been chatting with over the fence for a year and a half now, she finally got an approving tail wag and a sniff on the hand by the big girl, my big puppy.
Okay, so when you're doing a repair hull endeavor in this TFO, there is something that's very important to remember as part of completing the endeavor.
Yes.
The Jem'Hadar ally ships have a terrible passive healing rate, so they are an easy target for you to get healing points. Just target them and like zap them with hazard emitter or something.
You do take off your shields when you do this, right?
No, of course not. Why would I do that?
So you take the damage a lot faster. Yeah, drop your shields.
Yeah. That is one of those things I was thinking about.
Oh, yeah.
It's like,
If you've got a good hull, you're not going to have to worry about it.
yeah, with the current build I'm using, it's that I don't really have anything to worry about because I don't even have my shields going down.
Right.
Any damage I actually take to my hull is what goes through shielding.
Right, so hence if you're trying to deliberately take damage to your hulls, drop your shields, unequip them. Then you'll take some proper damage.
And also, like I mentioned, I'm using a trait to give me temporary hit points, which reduces the damage that I take even more.
Yeah. I mean, it should take you no more than like 3 or 4 minutes in Ruins of Doom to do it. If you, I've dropped shields and deflectors, but when you drop deflectors, you also lose what it is, hazard emitters.
Hopefully the hurts.
Well, I'm gonna head out for a bit. I gotta.
And I'm heading out for a bit too, so I mean that works out perfectly. Let me get out of this star system here.
You guys have an awesome night. And
What I'm going
You
to do
too.
is, instead of leaving the map, I am going to fly around and heal the Jem'Hadar attack ships and escorts
Well, there you go.
for the hull. Oh, wait, I'm done now. Never mind.
Okay. Have a good night, everybody.
Well, I'm
Bye.
going to get out of here, everyone, because I have doggies to walk and feed treats to now that Sun is home. Everyone, have a wonderful evening. We will be back tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Bye-bye.
And take care, Frost. Bye. Bye. He left me. Left. All right, everyone. Have a great night. I'm going to break up the party here. Go and sin no more, my children. And I will see you tomorrow. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.